used to work for Uber. I was one of the first female drivers back in the day for all the ride share. And people used to say, "You're not afraid? You're not scared?"
Right.
I said, "Look at me. Who you think gonna try to attack me? I'm from Texas. I don't play that shit. We dig ditches and bury people alive in Texas. That doesn't scare me, you know." But I never had that issue, you know. Mostly I had folks trying to hit on me every now and again when they look at me a little for a length of time and they see I have a pretty smile and sexy lips. And then they want to sit closer, you know. I'm like, dude, don't get put out this damn car. This ain't no dating ride, you know, no dating machine and all of that. But it used to be really, really good. Now it's not as good. I stopped driving last June because my car died. And it was, for me, it's a blessing in disguise because it's really now the first time I haven't worked 2 or 3 jobs. I'm only working 1 job. And I realized I'm still making the same amount of money. So what the fuck was I doing? Driving all those hours and everything, and still it didn't get me anywhere. But when I was a driver, I know people used to act like they were embarrassed to know me because I drove for ride sharing back in the day. "Ooh, you ride sharing? You ride?" I said, "Yeah, but back in the day, you know, I could make $900 a week driving 4 hours a day, you know." And so I was not ashamed because guess what I was paying? Rent. And they ass wasn't paying rent. They was sharing rooms. I had my own damn room, you know. It's always people that don't do nothing, that want to make you feel uncomfortable about your life choices, right? They want to try to put you down and act like they're better than you and all that stuff. Like, I have some family members, they go to church 2 or 3 times a week, and they evil as fuck. I'm trying to tell you, I don't know what they teaching them at their church, but it ain't lovely. You know, it's not being about love and giving and sharing and forgiveness, right? And every time I call there, you know, if I call on the wrong night, because sometimes I forget, I want to say a joke or something, they'll be like, "We in church," and I'm like, "Oh shit. They need the holy water. I might need to leave them alone." But I got this one relative, you know, he loves to travel, right? And he had retired and everything, and I was doing good with the Uber Eats and all this stuff. So I said, "Hey, you know, use my code and I can get a little few dollars off of that, and then you could drive and you can make your money for when you go on your trips." Now, he is a frugal travel saving king. He really could have a reality show on how to save and travel. I ain't gonna lie. The boy know how to find a good deal. So I hook him up with the Uber Eats, and he driving and delivering and all that. And I call him one day and I say, "Hey, what you doing?" He say, I'm working for Uber Eats." I said, "Oh, you like it?" He said, "Yeah." I said, what you like about it, right? And he was like, "Well, right now I'm parked on the side of the road because somebody didn't want their food no more, so I have dinner now."
Yeah.
And so I'm like, "Oh, that's pretty cool. You know, you got a free meal because somebody messed up, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay. That's never really happened to me. Everybody I deliver to, they want their damn food, right?" So I call him a few days later and I said, "What you doing?" He said, "Oh, I'm having dinner." I said, "Oh, what you eating tonight?" I'm eating Carl's Jr. tonight. I said, oh, somebody didn't want their food again? He said, no. I just didn't go deliver it because the instructions on the thing was too complicated. So I just said I couldn't find it. I said, don't you go to church 2 or 3 times a week and now you stealing food? The math not mathing. And he just got completely quiet, right? Because people don't like you calling them out, but they know how to call you out, right? So I didn't hear from him for a long time, you know. I figured he was just still eating everybody's damn food. And I talked to him recently, and this happened a while back, but recently I say, oh, what you doing? He said, oh, I'm having knee surgery. I said, oh, you have a knee surgery? He said, yeah. I should have lost that weight before I had the surgery, right? He said, I gained a lot of weight. And the devil in me wanted to say, that's because your ass ate all them free meals that you weren't supposed to be eating, right? But the angel in me said, oh yeah, you probably should have lost the weight. You know, it would have been better. You know, the pressure wouldn't be as severe. You know, but I'm trying to get better at it. But I grew up in Texas where we talk shit, right? That's just what we do, and people don't understand that. And I get in trouble a lot of times because I'm so blunt, you know. Especially when I was in high school, people used to come. I was the go-to girl in high school for the truth, right? They come to me, how my hair look? Bitch, no. Start over. You know, they wouldn't even get mad because people used to appreciate the truth. And it's a hard thing to realize, right? And I just say this to myself, you know, all the time as well. I've been doing comedy since October again. I used to do it back in the day, back when a lot of those people y'all see on the Netflix is a joke right now. I was in the rooms with them back in the 90s. And it got too hectic. I traveled around, did everything. And I looked at myself and I said, well, maybe this is not for me, right? Truality in life. It's not working. Well, it was working, but I was in a different era. You know, the fight, I didn't have the fight that they had. I wasn't fucking demons, right? It's like oh boy said, I wasn't doing that. You know, I love myself more than that. And that's why I look younger than half of their asses right now. Because when you pure in heart, you know, the Lord will preserve your beauty genes. So, I don't know where I was going with that except to say I'm back. And thanks to Carol for allowing me to be here. And now I can share meals with Carol and not steal from the Uber Eats people. But y'all continue to support everybody, you know. When you come to these shows, stick around for the audience. Don't just get up and leave after you did your thing because it's fucking rude. I'm Patricia Tone. Thank you.